everybody, Moo here. It is finally time to heed your call and make the most requested video on this channel. It's not even close. This is astronomically leaps and bounds ahead. It's not even in the solar system anymore compared to the next most requested video after that. So here we go. Moo's 2020 Top 10 SL6 International Coin Earners tier list. Of course, this is my opinion. You don't have to agree with it. If you're better at certain Tsum Tsum, you might rank them higher. If you value certain abilities more than others, you might flip it around to your liking, and that is perfectly okay as long as you're having fun and you're earning them coins. It's all good. Anyways, let's start with the tier list. The giant head in the #1 spot, the undisputed king of coin earnings on the international and Japanese servers. Without a doubt, it is going to be Jedi Luke. Since the day of his release, has been pushing out the base coins in the 10,000 plus range. And of course, before he got nerfed, he was pushing 15, 16,000 base coin on average. It is still possible to get 20,000 plus once you master that 6-slash technique, of course. And it also depends on your phone, unfortunately. Now, I'm not going to rant about that in this video. Okay, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But for the time being, Jedi Luke is your #1, undisputed. Make sure you learn that timing. And of course, he's got a 13-slash technique as well, which can get you between 60 and 100 million score. But we're not talking about score here. Once you master him, though, he's an all-arounder. Probably the best Tsum Tsum in the game by far. As a complete package, because you can get coin and score with him. Cinderella is, of course, the best for score, but the coin's a little weak, especially when you consider coins per minute, which is another factor I considered when generating this list. Gaston, one of my most hated Tsum Tsum, not because I have something against Gaston, but because the game just cripples my ability to play with him. But he is incredibly good once you get him to SL6 and he's able to generate only your Gastons on screen. You're going to be pushing 7,000 plus base coin with him. Very easy to get 9,000 plus once you really get a hang of his skill. Very, very powerful. Definitely rank 2, undisputed as well. And all around, not too shabby of a Tsum Tsum, you know, if you can get past the whole chain interrupting, not being able to connect certain Tsum Tsum on screen, even though they are all Gaston. Yeah, you know, if they would fix the game a little, you know, I might play him. But for me personally, he might as well not even be on this list. I just put him in for you guys. All right, so there you go. #2, Gaston. Now, #3 has always been firmly beast by himself, by him lonesome, just by the very nature of being super easy to play. Yes, you have to use gyro to get the most out of his ability, and that is, you know, that might be a drawback to some of you that maybe want to watch some Netflix and you don't want to necessarily take a look at your phone all the time. But yes, gyro is necessary for him and for Sheriff Woody as well. The reason Sheriff Woody has joined him there is because it is undisputed how powerful his ability is. You're able to use gyro and stack all the Tsum Tsum on one side of the screen and then drive his little buggy through all of them and clear the entire area. It's going to make it incredibly easy to recharge the ability when you're clearing 40 plus Tsum Tsum with every skill use, and you're going to be able to cycle and do that repeatedly, same as with Beast. So I'm going to put both of those in the #3 spot. 6,000 plus base coin per game is easily achievable, especially if you got a great device to work with, your weapon of choice. #4 on the list. I got a few new faces on here. Of course, Jedi Training Rey is there as well. Now, I'm going to take a leap of faith here because we haven't had a chance to play her yet. But yes, she is very capable. And based on what I've seen, she might be able to clear beast-type numbers. And you do not need to use gyro. So because of ease of use and because of potential coin earning, I placed her in the number 4 along with Evil Fairy and Maleficent. You guys know how powerful she is, and Snow Queen, Elsa, of course. Once you master those abilities, they're going to be top tier. Of course, there is a little bit of a learning curve with Evil Fairy. She is significantly easier to play than, say, Maleficent Dragon or any of the other Maleficent family. And same thing with Snow Queen. Once you get a hang of linking the Tsum Tsum and combining those frozen chunks together, and you're able to clear, you know, high 30s, low 40s, you're gonna be raking in the coin like it was nothing. Anyways, very powerful Tsum Tsum in the number 4 slot. In the number 5 slot, a lot of you are going to be happy to see this one. Bat Mini has been upgraded. Of course, she comes with a skill curve as well. Once you really get a hang of tapping those bats in the most optimal possible way, she's going to be pushing some ridiculous base coin amounts. Definitely one of the best, if not the best, SL1 coin earner Tsum Tsum. Now, if you guys want, we can do an SL1 tier list as well. But I have to admit, my expertise is more heavily geared towards SL6 because generally speaking, I upgrade them as quickly as possible so I can make the videos for you guys as quickly as possible. But without a doubt, Bat Mini is ridiculously strong throughout all the skill levels. And at SL6, you can easily get 5,000 plus base coin with her once you master her ability. I placed a new riding Sophia in the list as well because, as you guys saw in the recent gameplay, she is very easy to use. Again, no gyro necessary. You just use the ability. She clears in the high 30s. You cycle through the screens. Very nice, very smooth. Easy to get back into fever time. Same thing with Supreme Kylo. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. He might have been higher, but without playing him, I don't want to overextend my reach here. You know, just keeping him at level 5 or rank 5 is going to be good for now. Now, once we get to play him at SL6, we might move him around a little bit. But you guys can already see a little bit of a trend. There are a few categories that are 6,000 plus base coin. There are a few that are 5,000 plus base coin. The reason being is we have a lot more Tsum Tsum than the last time we made this video. So we can definitely populate these ranks, these tiers, a lot more, gratuitously. So there's definitely more Tsum Tsum that are capable of these kind of numbers. These are just some of the many. So that's why there's 3 per each level as well, if you were wondering why I'm not thinning them out a little bit. There's just too many nowadays. So moving on. Rank number 6. What do we have here? We're going to have a little bit of a drink is what we're having. 1 second. All right, Pan, Scrooge, and Hamm. Now, some of you might rate Hamm and Scrooge much higher than this. The reason I don't is absolutely personal preference. I do not like their abilities. They do not do anything exciting. They hit very few Tsum Tsum on screen. It's very boring to play, but they have a ridiculous coin output because their coin multiplier is very high. So if you like Scrooge hitting like 13 Tsum Tsum while he's diving through the screen, same kind of thing with Hamm. If you like him running across the screen, then you can slap him around a little bit so he goes tumbling and hits a few more. You know, if that's your thing and you don't mind it and you're just after the coin, they're very powerful. They're very good. Of course, Pan is a gyro-based Tsum Tsum as well. He does this little cross-shaped clear on the screen while he flies up. Very powerful. I decided to keep him so we have a face from one of the more traditional Tsum Tsum instead of just having the new ones on this list. Moving on to number 7, the skills. I had to call them the skills. You know, Anniversary Mickey, Maleficent Dragon. We have Pumpkin King. These Tsum Tsum range from 4,000 to 10,000 plus easily. What it depends on is your skill level. That's why I placed them so low on the list. They could very easily be much higher once you master them and say you're always able to get 8, 10, 12,000 base coin with them. Of course, your phone also makes a huge difference in these because it has to refresh very quickly since time bubbles is in fact a thing. So you're going to be able to extend your gameplay quite a bit, and as a result, you're going to be able to earn quite a few coin especially with Maleficent Dragon and Anniversary Mickey. They're going to give you lots of opportunities to get many, many time bubbles. And as long as you master cycling through the abilities, and you're able to kind of juggle all the things necessary, especially with Maleficent, for example, basically become a human machine hybrid. Anyways, once you become an android and you master their abilities, they're going to do you some serious justice, as well as for score, as you can imagine. Pumpkin King, he's one of the Tsum Tsum I have the highest regard for, but I think he's got a huge skill level towards him. You really got to master what he does. That freezing of the screen when you initiate his ability and you link the Pumpkin Kings, I think he might have an actual higher threshold and higher value than Maleficent Dragon if you master him to the absolute limit. So very, very powerful Tsum Tsum. You just got to put in a little bit of time, make sure that you learn their abilities fully, and then you will be rewarded. Moving on, now we're getting into the orange tier. Orange tier basically means there's so many of these, like we're not, they're good, but they're no longer the creme de la crop. So MU Mike used to be significantly higher on this list. Blue Fairy used to be significantly higher. Of course, we got so many Tsum Tsum since they were ranked like 4th or 5th that they've been pushed down the list quite a bit. So MU Mike, very good, as I mentioned. He does charge very quickly, very easy to cycle through the screens. Any Tsum Tsum that does that is going to give you 5,000 plus base coin, especially if they're clearing in the mid to high 30s. Blue Fairy, another skill type Tsum Tsum. Once you master making those blue bubbles, linking them and chaining them across the screen, she's definitely going to reward you with actually quite good score as well. You can certainly milk her for 20, 30 plus million score. And I had to put the nerfed Prince Ali on this list, even though he's no longer second or even first on this list because of the nerf he received after he was initially released on the Japanese servers. He is still quite capable of netting you 5,000 plus base coin like many, many, many other Tsum Tsum in the game, but he is a fresh face, and I figured we might as well add him to the list since, it's the 2020 list. Gotta have some new faces on the screen, So, number 9, too many nowadays, 4,500 to 5,000 base coin. There's just so many Tsum Tsum that do this. I had to put Jafar again because he's fresh, he's new. I gotta give a shout out to Cruz Ramirez, one of the classics, very, very powerful. I love what she does. Easily cycles through the screen because she clears the entire screen. The only drawback to her ability is it gets the screen divided into 2 equally large sections. So you get a 22 and a 23 section. But that doesn't cripple her too much because when you're clearing the whole screen, you're literally spamming her ability repeatedly. Definitely one of my favorite Tsum Tsum to play, even though she no longer is at the very top. But still more than capable and absolutely Netflix friendly, as there is no gyro required. All right, so we have finally reached the end of this list. It is the rest. Literally any burst type Tsum Tsum in this game that hits for more than 30 is going to give you 3,500, 4,000 plus coin consistently. That is kind of the key. We want consistency in base coin output, not the one-offs when you get like 40,000 base coin in 1 in 1,000 games. That's not what we want. We want nice, solid averages. And that's kind of what I tried to reflect in this list. So that's basically going to be most other Tsum Tsum in the game. And of course, I mentioned there's certain coin-oriented Tsum Tsum like Bumblebee Pooh that are very good at earning coin once you master their specific skill set. They're a little bit dated. They may not be all that fun to play, but they will get the job done, especially if you are new in the game and you don't have all the resources available to you, so you can choose any of these magnificent creatures to do your bidding. Anyways, guys, hopefully I didn't gloss over anything too important, but if I have, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. I'll be more than happy to explain anything I may have skipped over a little bit too quickly, or if you require any other clarification regarding any Tsum Tsum, make sure to ask me in the comment section. You guys know I'm generally pretty good about answering you as quickly as I possibly can. Other than that, thank you so much for your likes, your subs, and your viewership. I hope you are happy to see this video finally getting published. And, it's a huge weight off of my back because you guys always ask for it and I feel guilty for not putting it out. But now that we have enough Tsum Tsum, here it is. Thank you for watching. Enjoy. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.